Hey guys, it's Tommy here and welcome back to my channel and welcome to another park spotlight. Today's park is called Sweetheart Lane. This was created on the PS Workshop by JLovesM06, otherwise known as Jasmine from M&J Games on YouTube. And Jasmine describes the park as a romance-inspired park featuring 4 coasters. Check out the Tuscan-inspired vineyard, East Asian-inspired boardwalk, botanical garden and Greek-inspired coasters. Don't forget about the stunning showstopper, Persephone's Elysium, in the back corner of the park. Hades' underworld remains under construction. This park is best toured at dusk or evening. Enjoy. Don't forget to check out M&J Games' YouTube channel for a park tour. So yeah, I'll leave a link in the description to M&J Games' channel. Jasmine has done a tour on there where she kind of goes through the creations with her husband Michael. So yeah, it's, really nice to kind of get the insight from the creators to how they approach things and stuff. So yeah, definitely go and check that out after. But yeah, other than that, we shall crack on with the park tour here. Right, so let's begin. So as we come out of the spawn tunnel, have a nice little bridge with the waterfall. Nice, very decorative sort of bridge entrance here. I love the flowers hanging from the top and the planting. I think this always does look effective when you build a sort of canopy or archway over a bridge and having the plants upside down. It just kind of gives a really nice effect. And obviously in a romantic park, having like the purple in there as well gives it that sort of feel when you come in. So yeah, really nice and neat sort of entrance. And then we are at the main plaza. Some nice custom fencing and lighting. I like that lighting attached to the fencing. I think that works well. An ATM, toilet, guest information, and more toilets. And what we have up here, very nice little planting area here. Very nice and colourful. That I like how it's very sort of mixed up and kind of. I want to say random. I mean random in a good way. As in, it's not just like a patterned. It's not just like a repetitive pattern of flowers. Having it mixed up and just done, or done in a random manner makes it look better, in my opinion. Yeah, very very nice work of flowers and trees, etc. in this entrance. Really good mix, and you can tell you've kind of been through the whole catalogue of scenery there. So yeah, really nice. And then we've got the hedging on the end here with the hearts. I'm expecting to see a few of these heart-shaped hedges around the park. Look at that, you got a bench broken there. Yeah, really nice and really nice plaza. It's just everything's really sort of neat and laid out. So yeah, really nice. And what I do like as well is on the main building here, we have a station. Now, if you've seen a couple of my other videos, you'll know that I like when you get to the entrance of a park to have like a train station or monorail or something. And here we have a coaster station, which works just as well. I just think walking up to the park and seeing that is really, is really sort of enticing to the guests. Really nice logo. That looks like the Walls ice cream logo. The Love Heart does. I'm not sure if you. I know Jasmine's American. I'm not sure if you get Walls ice cream over there, or whether it's a different brand. But I'll put the logo up so you can see what I'm talking about. Yeah, Sweetheart Lane and All You Need Is Love, one of the best songs by the Beatles. So right, which way round do we want to go? I normally go left, so I'm going to stick with my normal pattern. So we shall go over to the left. Go down here. Nice little well. Oh, hang on, we've got a natural path here. Don't want to miss anything. What's down here? Oh, we've got some like stables. Very nice. Stables and some sprinklers on some like farmland. Wow, this is really nice. You know what? I've never seen anyone use them sprinklers at all. I mean, they fit perfectly here, but no, I've genuinely never seen them put in before. So yeah, it's one of the things that you obviously looking at other people's parks, you kind of pick up things that they've used and try and use them yourself if you like them. But like I say, I've never considered using them. So yeah, really nice addition that. And you can walk around here. Is this? I'm trying to look to see if this is a path the guests can go on. I think it is, isn't it? Yeah, they can. I think maybe because there's no attraction around here. So I don't know whether putting down like if I put a vista point on, like that, whether that would entice people to come in. I don't know, but the only thing about the vista points is they kind of stand out on the path a little bit, and unless you try and hide them. Sometimes they seem to work, sometimes they don't, and I don't quite know the difference as to why they do or not. But we'll leave that there, and we'll check back at the end, see if they have come into that. But no, really nice sort of side building there. Really nice little design. So yeah, we'll go to this building where the guests are going. Slow them down a little bit. We have some food and drink outlets. Nobody wants ice cream. Everybody wants a drink. Drink shops are really, I don't know whether anyone else noticed this, drink shops are really sought after in this game. Everybody is thirsty by the sounds of it. Oh, it's a very nice shelf of planting up here. That's a really unique place to put stuff. I've never seen anyone design anything like that. I think in Jasmine's last park in Silver Key there is. I think I spotted some high level planting there, and it looked really good. So yeah, really nice sort of addition. Because when you're down here and you're looking at it, you do notice the colours above you, and it just kind of adds a different element. So yeah, really nice. Toilets and staff room. I think the guests are coming over there for a drink. That's but you got a lot of people coming for a drink anyway. There's a lot of thirsty guests around here. Must be a warm area. Right, Rose Carousel. Very nicely designed flat ride. Is flat rides are they're very they're very dependent on the sort of design around them, and you can either put nothing around them or add something to them like this, and it makes such a difference just to spend a bit of time doing that. And the lights in the trees here look great. That looks quality. It took me a while to work out which lights they were. They're like the flashing multicoloured lights, aren't they? But yeah, really like that on the tree. I think that looks nice. And then obviously we've got the Love Heart hedges again. Let's go underneath here. I like this roof design. This sort of goes back and forth on itself. That looks really nice. Heart stopper. All right. That's another flat ride. This is one of the it's called a zipper, isn't it? I think in real life, or kickflip in the game. There we are. Very nice flat ride. Again, the theme in the trees and the lights around it. Jasmine's absolutely nailed the lighting on it. I think the lighting all over the park. I can see why she suggested dusk or night, because the lighting is definitely one of the high points of the park for sure. Nice pathway over here. Where is this heading to? What do we have down here? Sweet Delights Boathouse. Oh wow, we've got a boat ride on the water. I didn't even see that. There we are. It's a steamboat ride. Right, let's hurry up and get one back in. I think I can see it now. Here it comes. Anytime today. But yeah, really nice sort of boathouse on the lake. That is. Look, nice little design. Sweet Delights Boathouse. Yeah, really nice. I'm intrigued to see where this goes. Actually, all on the water. So yeah, we'll hop in, take a ride on Sweet Delights. I'll try. I never know which is the best seat on this ride. I think I may just have to go interest and go. I'll do look forward, because I think that gets it makes you feel like a guest and sees. You get to see what the guest sees, but also you can actually see where you're going as well. So yeah, sweet delights. There we are. Then I think we're pretty much back at the station. So yeah, really nice boat ride that is. It kind of takes takes people up around the lake. This bit looks fantastic with the lily pads and the candles. I mean, obviously going for a romantic style park, that you've nailed that with the idea here. Only thing I would probably say is maybe take a few of them out if they're on the track, just so when you're on the boat they're not kind of going through it. But or just move them slightly to the side. But other than that, no, it was really nice little ride up and down the water, that is. So yeah, that is Sweet Delight. And going from there, so if we come out of Sweet Delight, come to more shops here. Some ice cream. I love the colours. I mean, it is pretty obvious going for a romantic park that you're going to be using a lot of sort of pinks and creams and whites, etc. But yeah, really works well, especially with the lighting. So we'll go around here. We have a scissor ride. Where's the queue line for this? There's the exit. Down here? Yeah. Scissor. Classic sort of, I think they used to be called Twister on Roller Coaster Tycoon. So very nice ride. And then, I mean, again, the little buildings here to just kind of separate. Oh, I'm going through another building as well. To kind of separate that little path off. It's just, it's just really nice. And obviously, yeah, you've got toilets in there, but it also acts as a bit of an archway. An archway over the path, just to kind of break the path up a little bit, so it's just not a plain path going around. So yeah, really nice. Rolling Hill. So this is a bobsleigh coaster. So there's the stats for the bobsleigh. Now the bobsleigh coasters are incredibly hard to build on this game. They're very hard to keep under control. I'm just going to pause that there so I don't miss it. Not bad on the G-force stats. I've been on a lot worse bobsleighs. Looking around different parks. So yeah, I'm intrigued to see what this looks like now. The best view for a bobsleigh is front bumper, because otherwise you get the weird wing in your way. So yeah, we'll go front bumper and see what a rolling hill is like. So there we go. That was Rolling Hill. Very nice banks. What I would probably say, I mean, again, bobsleighs are very hard to build. Was for bobsleighs, you don't tend to have like a massive drop at the start. They tend to go straight into the sort of bank turns, and that is how they build their speed up. But then again, it's one of these rides as well where I think watching it on a POV gives you a different impression as to watching it from a third person. So if you watch it from here, it definitely doesn't look as jolty as that POV did at some points. There's a little stage there, but I would say that most of it doesn't look that jolty at all. So yeah, it's a very weird one. I don't know how that happens sometimes, but I've had it on other rides. When I've built my bird coaster, it did that. It looked very jolty, and then I looked at it from the third person angle, and it looked absolutely fine. So yeah, again, really love bobsleigh rides. But yeah, my only suggestion would be maybe don't have such a huge drop at the start, and just go straight into the bank turns and use that for speed. But because the worst thing about bobsleighs is trying to slow them down, right, so that they're not going too out of control. But no, yeah, really nice ride. So that was Rolling Hill. Where's the exit? Down here. Back towards Scissor. I do like the exit sign here. This exit only. I think that's a nice little touch. And then I think we go back through this building here. Again, the building designs are really nice. All the pinks and all the buildings as well. The fact that it's sort of like different types of buildings all joined onto each other looks really cool. What do we have here? We have a lighthouse. We have a little entrance for the lighthouse as well. Very nice. And we have a little light looking out as well onto the water. Yeah, very, very nice. The blue and white works really well there. I wish there was a good enough rotating light that would work for a lighthouse, but there isn't, unfortunately. So you kind of have to go with the still lights. But yeah, no, really like that on the edge of the water there. Nice idea. So we'll go along here. I think this is taking us back towards the main entrance plaza. These guys are walking up here. More shops. Again, they're all going for the drinks. No one wants the donuts. Drink stores, honestly, are so popular. Everyone just wants drinks. A walk in the clouds. Got some very cool names in here. Very nice layout for the roof here with the beams. What is this? Oh, this is one of them. I'm just gonna pause that. This is one of those, like, yeah, it's a wing coaster, but it's not quite a wing coaster. If you get what I mean, they're sort of sat on the edge, but they're not quite sat on the edge like a full-on wing coaster. One of the Tiamats. So yeah, green stats across the board. There's the rest of the stats if you are interested, and we shall go for a walk in the clouds. Really fun coaster. That nice big drop at the start, and yeah, a few good inversions here. It's very high up, but I like the fact that it kind of goes over different bits of the path, because then you kind of interact with it. If it's going to be high up, that's absolutely fine for a coaster, but it has to have something underneath it to make it worthwhile it being in the air. And obviously, with the bit going over the paths here, that kind of gives it the reason. So yeah, it does look nice from that point of view. And I like the fact that the exit comes over, very close to the path here. So if you're down at guest level, you can just see the train coming in here and braking. So yeah, really nice idea that. Again, I love your little exit only signs. Very, it's one of those really small bits of detail that just kind of makes it look a little bit nicer and more realistic. So we'll go out the back, I think, next. I just don't want to get lost on the layout. The thing is, I tend to go around the paths quite low down. I tend to follow every path, but I'm always nervous about missing somewhere. So this is like the Asian style boardwalk, I think, from the description, with the nice use of the Asian style building, and it's got a sky temple. Very nice ride. I mean, it's almost stereotypical when if you start to build an Asian style park or Asian style area of a park, you kind of have to put one of these in because it just fits in so well all the time. And it works the way that it's placed there on the water, in the sense that the boat ride goes in between the two different pieces of the base of the ride. It's a really nice sort of location for it, and obviously looking out from up here, you have a very nice height for the rest of the park. So yeah, very nice sky temple. We'll go back through. So let me just double check. We've done the left hand side of the park. Now we've just got it down to the right. What have we got down here? Well, hey, we've got a barbershop quartet. This is by far one of the best scenery pieces in the game. Absolutely love these guys. I mean, I find barbershop quartets quite entertaining in real life, but yeah, these guys are quality. Very nice sort of introduction to this side of the park. And then we have a bit of a food court by the looks of it. A very busy food court. There's a lot of people around here. Some toilets and stuff down here and first aid. Again, Gulpy and Pip Shop. It's the drink shops. Trust me, drink shops get queues. And as soon as you get to the Tiki Cheeky food shop, there's just nobody queuing for it. I don't know why. Nice little seating area out here. Again, these tell you what, I'll tidy these up. I'll spend my hard-earned $30 on each bench. There you go. Look at that. I fixed it for you. And they can sit down now. Look, they've been desperate for that. There we go. Nice little chair swing or cheeroplane. Again, these flat rides, all you got to do is pretty much just do what Jasmine's done here and just put a nice path going around the ride. Doesn't necessarily have to be stuck to the ride, just around it like this and fill the rest with flowers, and it just brings it all to life. It really does. You just don't need that much more. But I mean, you can see here from all the trees and all the plants and stuff, there's such a varied use of of the sort of foliage in the game. It's really nicely designed. I mean, this whole area of flat rides, I'm just going to do a bit of an overview here, but the whole area of flat rides here, the way the path's laid out is brilliant. It's not just one straight path. It's lots of varied paths going off, lots of curved paths, and the lighting, everything just works really well. It's like, it's a really nicely designed area. We have one of these, what do you call these? Golden Eagle, that's it. A Violet Venture is what this one is called. Nice little view of the park. Monty Leon. Is it Leon or Leon? I don't know. I apologise if I pronounced that wrong. What is this? Is this just the exit to the ride? Oh no, this is a nice little walkway over some water. Very nice. Let's just make sure I don't miss anything over here. Again, some really nice use of these buildings here. It just makes the toilet buildings, just add something like that. I've seen people just place the toilet buildings in and leave it, but just put a couple of walls around it like that, and it just makes the biggest difference. It really does. Hades Underworld coming soon. No access. I'm going to be a rebel and ignore that sign. Coming soon. So she's got the construction site set up. All the different pieces on the floor. I like the cones with the lights on. They look really good. The trucks and the boxes. Yeah, really nice idea, that. What coaster is it? Is that stand-up coaster? Oh no, no, it's not. No, it's a flawless. So I thought it was stand up then. Yeah, flawless coaster for Hades Underworld. So I'm assuming that kind of blends in with the Greek style, the Greek mythology theme. What have we here? Venus Flight by TJ Puffs 92. Very, very nicely designed. I did see him post this on the Planet Coaster Console Discord group, and I did see this, and I just thought it looked brilliant. The flowers on top of the pillars. I know that's a really random piece of. All of it looks fantastic. Don't get me wrong, but that's just a really nice idea there. And then if you can see, you've got these like. You got the fairy lights or the fireflies kind of going off around. The whole thing just looks brilliant. I mean, the pink works so well, and I think the ride type as well is perfect for the theme. It's not too extreme because you want it sort of gentle, and sort of like I want to say caring. Is caring the right word? Yeah, it's a bit like a caring style ride. Just like a soft, gentle ride, and it just works really well. Really nice use of that. And as I say, you can put someone's blueprint in. You see someone's blueprint like this and think, yeah, that looked great in my park. By all means, download it off the workshop, but just put a little sign in front like that. Just credit the person who's designed it because they've spent a lot of time making that. So really nicely designed by TJ Puffs, and nice use of it by Jasmine in her park. Oh wow, this is good. I like this little like love tunnel. That's looking nice. Nice use of the archways from the little vintage pack. Exit only. Cupid's arrow. Wow, what a structure that is. Very. I love that it's on all different levels. That looks really cool. That the queue line goes at different levels here. Is this a Boomerang coaster? It is. It's a Boomerang. So there's the stats. There's the results. And we shall hop on for a ride on Cupid's arrow. Very cool. I like Boomerang coasters. I don't think they get the respect they deserve. And I like Boomerang coasters in real life as well. My local park, the American Adventure, before that got shut down, that their main attraction was a Boomerang coaster called the Missile. So really do like Boomerang coasters. Was I right in thinking that there were fireworks going? There is. Oh, there is fireworks. So are they on a trigger sequence for the ride? Let's just have a look. Right, let's get it to go up. Let's have a look. Goes over there. Oh, here we go. Oh wow, that looks good. Yeah, really, really like that. I've never seen anyone use fireworks as a trigger sequence on a ride before, but that works really well. I like that. It's very sort of photogenic. That is to see that from, you know, from another angle like this. If you just see that as the train's going round, it just, you know, it just looks really good in the air like that. So yeah, really, really rate that. The this inline twist, I think, is where the G-force, because the G-force is a little bit high. Is it vertically? It's high. I think, yeah. So on the loop here, maybe the loop needs to be even bigger. I don't know. Possibly. But yeah, the inline twist here felt a bit quick. But again, this is one of the things that confused me about the game, is that I felt the loop didn't feel bad at all, but the inline twist felt a little bit too quick. Whereas it's kind of telling me that the loop is the way, you know, is the G-force bit. You know, the bit with the highest G-force. Sorry. So yeah, really, really strange game. But no, I love the layout of it, and I love the station, and the, you know, the design for the fireworks as well looks quality. So yeah, really nice ride, and nice name as well with Cupid's arrow. Cube of Hearts. Oh, it's one of these horrendous flat rides. I say horrendous. They look so cool, and I love seeing them in parks. But I say horrendous because I would feel awful if I came off that ride. I'd be feeling very rough. So yeah, I won't be staring at that one for too much. Right, Elysium. Now I believe this is Elysium is that like the afterlife? Am I right in thinking that? I don't know too much about like Greek mythology, but I believe this is the area of like Greek mythology. So yeah, Elysium is like the afterlife, I believe. Halo, which is like an enterprise flat ride. Very nice little gardens and stacked up planters on top of the fountain. That's a really nice designed fountain, that is. Fountains in this game are limited. I wish there was more options for them, but unfortunately they are a little bit limited. So yeah, really, really nice design there. I've not seen people put flowers on top of them before, so yeah, I like that. And right, so we are going on. I hate saying this. It's not Persephone's, is it? Persephone's Elysium. I can't pronounce that word. I know I said it right at the start of the video, but I'm going to let you into a little hint. I typed into Google and got Siri to say it for me, so that I knew how to pronounce it, and I've forgotten how to pronounce it now. And I'm not going to use Siri in the middle of a video, so we'll just have to get it wrong. But this room looks very nice. The waterfalls, that looks brilliant, and to use a fountain there as well is a really nice idea. I love that. That's definitely my favourite queue line in the park I've seen. I just love that effect. That with the ivy just looks really nice. Right, so what is this? This is a launched coaster. There's the stats screen across the board. There's the rest of the stats. And we shall go on Persephone's Elysium. And there we are, back into the station. I didn't realise there was two trains running on there. Very. I like the fact you've got two. You've got two separate buildings. Really, it looks like two separate buildings, but the queue line goes between the two. Or does it? Does it? No, it doesn't. The queue line goes between one, and the exit goes down the other. Ah, fair enough. But yeah, very. I do like the fact that there's two separate buildings there. The sort of symmetry of the building looks very nice. The gardens as well. I mean, your use of trees and flowers and lighting in here is definitely second to none. You know, everything is designed perfectly to suit the rides, and the structures as well. Using the pillars in the game isn't as easy as you think to design a building right around them. So yeah, really do rate that. In terms of that coaster, I love the little structures that you kind of go through, and the waterfall in the background as well. Obviously, there's a lot of water in the park, so having different water effects like that look really nice. I tell you what would be like sort of a nice idea to have is that if you get the water to the edge and then have a waterfall coming down to there, so as if like the water's kind of flowing from there down there. I think that could look nice, and it would give a nice little waterfall effect to anyone on the boat ride. But that's just me. You might think that's a terrible idea. So yeah, that'd just be me anyway. So yeah, we will leave Persephone's. Persephone. I'm going to stop. I am going to stop before I embarrass myself further. Right, we have some more food and drink shops, but no vendors. And I think that's pretty much the park, isn't it? So I think we've been all down here, and then we are back at the main entrance. So yeah, that has been Sweetheart Lane. Really nice idea. A romantic park is certainly not a theme you see very often, and it's very well themed towards it. As I say, the ideas for the planting and the lights and the paths are brilliant. I love the way the buildings for the coasters and the layouts work, and the flat rides as well. Especially over here, this little section, I absolutely love that area. I just think that looks brilliant. And if you're wanting an area to just, if you're wanting to kind of use a few flat rides to fill out a little area, this is the way to do it. You just use exactly the same way, exactly the same sort of style as this. Don't keep your path straight. Have them weaving in and out, and it just makes the park a little bit more interesting, really. Really big fan of that. So yeah, like I say, go and check out Jasmine's park tour video on her YouTube channel, M&J Games. But other than that, yeah, if you did enjoy, please leave a like and subscribe if you're new, and I shall see you in the next episode. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.